In this video, I'll be reviewing this nail drill. So MELODYSUSIE reached out to me and they asked me if I would do this, and I said yes I will. My old e-file is on its last leg, so this couldn't have come at a better time. I also thought this was a scam because I get really scammy emails all the time, but luckily this is real. So this is their Atena cordless rechargeable nail drill. Inside the box contains this coupon code for any drill bits you might need. If anyone saw that coupon code and they want to use it, you can if you want to, because I'm not going to buy any drill bits anytime soon. It has the instructions with the troubleshooting and all that stuff. It also tells you what drill bits are included. It also comes with these sanding bands. I'm not quite sure what the grit is on these, but they're not that coarse. It comes with a USB cord, one ceramic drill bit. It comes with this pack of 6 drill bits and 6 coarse sanding bands. So from left to right on the tray of drill bits is the safety bit, the rounded bit, the cone, the needle head, the small barrel and the mandrel. So for the actual nail drill, this is a 28,000 RPM nail drill. It has a really nice locking system to lock your drill bits in there. My old e-file, it would rotate so much that it'd eventually just pop out. So I really like this function. So this is the on button. This is how to change your speeds. There are 3 speeds, and then this is the forward or the reverse. This is the charging port. I believe it's a USB-C, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to change out the drill bit so I can show you how the unlocking works. Not going to lie, it's pretty straightforward. You just switch it to one side or switch it to the other side. One thing I'll quickly add is that I charged this for an hour before I used it. When I first got it, I turned it on to make sure it worked, and it was still powerful for not being fully charged. So in this next part, I'm going to show you how quiet it is. Whilst listening to that, it sounds like I'm filming underwater or something. There's a lot of background noise. I'm not quite sure what it is. In this part, I'm going to show you how my old drill sounds so you can have some idea of what I was working with before. So yeah, that sounded bad. That file isn't from MELODYSUSIE. I got it from some random brand on Amazon, and I hid the name because I don't want to slander them, because it did serve its purpose, but it's just at the point where it's dying now. So here what I was doing was testing out the e-file on the lowest setting on my natural nail to see how abrasive it was, and it wasn't that bad. I filed pretty quickly to avoid filing too much of the nail off. So if you want to get one, I have a link in my description box where if you use that link, I get paid. Yay. But if you don't want that and you want something else, it will still work. Right now they have a Black Friday sale going till December the 1st. So if you need any nail equipment, now would be the best time to buy. So for the next part, this nail design. So I've been trying to get my hands on this kit. At one point in time it was $40, but I snagged it for $20. It's the SXC Glow in the Dark Polygel kit. So it comes with an instruction manual with the colours on the back. It comes with dual forms. It comes with paper forms. Some neon gems. I don't know if those glowed in the dark. I never tested them out. But it comes with this silver glitter. It comes with this confetti type glitter. It comes with a nail file. It obviously comes with a brush and a picker. Base coat and top coat. And now for the polygels. I really like the packaging of these. Like, they did amazing with the packaging. But let's get into some swatches. So I'm swatching these in the order that they're laid out on the paper towel, so you know which one is which. So one thing I noticed is that Aquarius was looking kinda used. It was sealed, so I'm not quite sure what the issue was. But what I do know is the rest of them are way more filled up than Aquarius. If you have this kit, can you let me know if this happened to you? But these are the swatches cured, and then I'm going to go into my bathroom where it's dark, and here it is glowing in the dark. So these are the colors I'm going to be using for this set. I didn't want to use all of them because the orange was kind of too bright, and then the green I just wasn't feeling. But I'm going to be using my nail tips that I got from Shein, my KDS glue, and my Macart peel off base coat because I didn't want to keep these on too long. So as you've already seen in the thumbnail, I'll be going for a marble nail design. My friend Aaliyah actually recommended that I do this, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I have like 4 videos to do, but I'm gonna do it. She sent me Get Glam by Z's video, and I pretty much followed her video because it was really good and she had some great tips. Usually when I decide to do something for the first time, like a nail design, I just turn on the camera and go for it. Sometimes it fails and sometimes it does well, but 90% of the time it does well. But for this video, I thought let me follow Get Glam by Z's video so that there are no fails. So this is one of the things I took from her. She put down a white polish so that the polygels would pop, and this is such a smart idea, so I had to do it. So this is what it looks like. It looks crazy. It kind of looks like when you're in school and you stick post-it notes to your fingers to look like you have nails. That's what it was reminding me of. But the first color I laid down was Aries, the light blue color. So one thing I noticed with this polygel is that it's almost perfect. It was so nice to work with. I had no issues the whole time I was working. One thing I do hate about polygels is when it starts getting sticky and it just starts building up on the brush. I did not have that issue at all. They're not even paying me to say this. I paid for this with my own money. Like, I might make the switch to SXC polygels because I don't know what's in their formula, but it's fantastic. Sometimes I get comments asking what is the best polygel for beginners. Not gonna lie, I think only 2 people have asked me this. So when I have gotten those questions, I always say Gershon, but man, I don't know. I really don't know. I'd say Gershon is a little bit more firmer than SXC, but if I was a beginner, I would prefer to use a firmer polygel than a runnier polygel because I feel like the runnier ones are a lot more stickier and those are a nightmare to work with. So now I'm going in with my half empty Aquarius. Like, I honestly really want to know what happened. Like, it's not making any sense to me, but anyways, before I had put down the purple, I had cured the blue. So Get Glam by Z's technique was she'd put one color down, cure it, then put another color down, blend it over the cured one, and then cure the new color, if that makes any sense. It just seemed like she was kind of tapping to create the blend. At first I didn't really get it because I was thinking, how can you blend it into a cured polygel? And then I seen for myself and was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. You just kind of like tap over the cured color and it just creates that ombre. But if that explanation was all over the place, which it was because I listened back to it and it was a mess, but I will leave a link to her video in my description box so you can go watch it. Next, I put down the Virgo. Then I went in with the Libra. I really didn't like this yellow, and I hate the fact that they made this yellow my zodiac sign. I feel like that's very sad, but I really wanted to make the yellow spots very minimal because I felt like it wasn't blending. Well, it was blending. I just felt like it didn't really match the rest of the other colors, but I did it anyway. This yellow was also really sheer. Sometimes I'd have to put on 2 coats of it for it to not be so see-through. So for this nail, I opted to just leave out the yellow. I did pink, purple and blue only for this nail, just to see how it would look without the yellow, and I figured it wouldn't really mess with the nail design too much because it's still the same colors throughout. So I'm planning to drop this video on Friday. Hopefully it goes that way. But I have a question. So for Black Friday, what have you gotten so far? And if you haven't gotten anything, what are you planning to get? It can be nail related, non-nail related. I also need to know like where the bargains are at because I need to know because I like to shop. I also do a lot of my shopping on Black Friday because you can get Christmas shopping out of the way for a discounted price. That's also when I buy myself things where it's like I can't justify the purchase on a non-Black Friday day. So I like to use it for that as well. I'm also now going to start taking advantage of where I can find nail things for a discounted price, because nail things can really start adding up and I don't like that. Like, I need to buy a UV lamp because the one I have is going outside. So I got to look for a good one that's going to last, because the one I have, I've only had for like 2 years. I don't even know how long they're supposed to last for, but I feel like 2 years is not enough time. So back to the nails. So after I did that nail without the yellow, I was like, for the rest of this nail set, I'm going to add the yellow. So here is where you can see the blending technique really well. I don't know if it's because it was the yellow or if I was just more up close, but you can kind of see how it's done. One thing I found to be helpful is letting the brush dry out just a tiny bit. That helps with blending so much. Like, I think maybe the science behind it is that if your brush is on the drier side, it would drag the polygel down a lot more than if the brush was wet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. This is what I think is happening. So this will be the last nail I show. I was going to cap it with a clear polygel, then I realized I did not want to be working on this anymore. I know the thumb looks a bit crazy, but I ended up just filing it anyway. I thought I was going to lose my design, but I didn't. It stayed perfectly ombre. So now I'm really going to put this Atena nail drill to the test. So I'm going to test it out on the highest speed with a coarse sanding band. Hold on, I'm watching this right now and that isn't even the highest speed. Okay, so I'm assuming I was able to get this done on the second speed. So I will just say now that when I was actually filing, it took me like 10 minutes to do all of the filing I needed to do. And I actually didn't file it as much as I should have. I was just scared at some point that I'm going to file too much and lose my ombre. But it only took me like 10 minutes. If you watched my blue mix and match nail design, I think I was filing for about 45 minutes. No joke. I had to cut out a lot of it. So this absolutely is the nail file for me. And I like that it's cordless, because my previous one, the cord was so short, I had to like maneuver it in a way to where you could actually see it in the videos. But that's besides the point. But I'm just more happy at the fact that I don't have to spend too much time filing. So if you want one of these, again, the link is in my description box. So that is the filing done. I was really feeling how it looked matte, but I was like, nothing beats gloss, so I decided to slap some top coat on there. I put my cuticle oil on, and this is the finished result. What do you guys think? The camera doesn't do it any justice. It looks so much better in real life, but I also need to show you how it looks in the dark. The glow was so bright. But thank you to MELODYSUSIE for sending me that nail drill. If you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching.